everyone, and welcome to a new video. This is a new Advice Friday, and oh my gosh, it's number 80. Number 80. I am so thankful for this idea and pursuing it and having enough courage to do so. And now I'm on number 80. And I've said it before, yeah, I should be well past 80 if I was as consistent as I needed and wanted to be, but 80 is a big number. I'm just speechless at the thought that this is number 80. It's crazy. But I knew with 80 being a big number, it needed to be a relevant, big topic. And I decided to talk about life online. This is very appropriate for anybody on the internet, but especially young people. But I realized how things happen all the time, on social media that, people don't really think about before they're posting it. And let's just dive into it, shall we? So it's no surprise when you're on the internet, you can be anybody you want to be. When you're in person with somebody, you don't really get to control what impression they get. They just get an impression. It's the first impression. But when they talk to you online or something is shared online, you are controlling the impression that you want people to get from you from a certain post or a certain picture, versus them doing their own impression. So it's no surprise that, online you get to create who you want to be. I'm not talking about catfishing, but you essentially get to be the best qualities of yourself that you see, or some other qualities that you wish you had. Some people, it's kind of like editing your picture. You edit your picture and it may get rid of some flaws that you think you have, and that way you're seen in a light that you want to be seen in. I am very guilty of, in the past, whitening my teeth in pictures because I felt like, everybody's gonna see how my teeth aren't the color they should be or how I think they should be, and so I would whiten my teeth sometimes. But I stopped doing that, and yeah, sometimes I still add filters, but I realized that I don't need to do that. But that's not what we're talking about. So, what I want to get into is this. It is pretty much, very much guaranteed that everybody, except I guess babies and little kids, all have some form of social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and I'm sure there's some I don't even know about, but it goes on. But it is very uncommon for somebody not to have at least one form of those social media platforms. So with that being said, you have to realize you have to be careful what you post everywhere. Not just on Facebook because your family's on there, but you need to be careful on Twitter too, and Instagram as well. Just everywhere, you have to be careful. But it's not even just young people that need to worry about this. Yeah, it's sometimes mostly young people that may post something that they shouldn't have or they should have thought about before they posted, but this goes for everybody on the internet. It's becoming significantly more common for employers to check social media. And yes, there are ways to go through and see what you can delete, but for the most part, things are always going to be there, and there's nothing you can do about it. One of my favorite things to do on the daily is check time hop and on this day on Facebook and see what my past self has said, because I can't remember, and it's just kind of nice to look back, especially when pictures pop up. But I'll be honest, on Facebook, when I see 2009 Carrie, early 2010 Carrie, I'm annoyed so badly. I'm like, how did I have friends? I annoy myself. And so yeah, there are times I delete an old status off Facebook because I'm just annoyed with it. I'm just like, I don't want to see this again next year, so I'm going to delete this, thanks. Or maybe it was an old friend had wrote on my wall. Didn't want to see that again. Delete, things like that. But there's never been anything that I'm like, oh no, don't want a future employer to see that, so I delete it. But we have to think about those things because it's becoming so much more common. There has been several cases where social media has got somebody fired. Actually, in my communications class, we watched a video briefly for somebody's presentation about like 15 cases that social media has got people fired, and I think it was 17 actually. But anyway, it was an interesting video because there was one, and I think I remember hearing about this one. The girl said something on Twitter about her job before she even started it, and the whole company tweeted her back and was like, oh, who hired you? We would love to know. We want our employers to actually be satisfied, or they said it more sassy than that, but they found out and she was fired before she even started. So you gotta be careful what you post. Another side of the internet, and it's kind of the dark side and unfortunate side of the internet, because the internet is a great thing. We can reach, the other side of the world within an instant, or the click of a finger, mouse. It's so powerful. But that's the scary part. It's so powerful. There's, these people that are on one side of the internet that are known as the trolls. And I'm not talking about the catfish. Yeah, they're trolls too. That's very common. But I'm talking about people that cyberbully. People who put hate comments in a YouTube video. People who send anonymous messages on Tumblr and say mean things. People who write on people's Facebook and say mean things to them. The list goes on and on and on. Cyberbullying is not okay. People cyberbully because they're behind a screen. There's no face-to-face contact. They don't have to have the consequences, and they just do it. And it's so sad that, like I said, the internet is supposed to be can be such a wonderful thing, but when you are on the dark side of cyberbullying, it's so unfortunate that people do that. It's sad because I think about a case, I think it was probably 5 years ago now, I don't know, but there was a 10-year-old girl that killed herself because of cyberbullying, and that breaks my heart that a 10-year-old, because I believe she was 10, took her own life because people were saying mean things to her on the internet, and it was because they were behind a screen and felt like they could just say whatever. And bullying in person, not okay. Cyberbullying, not okay. Bullying as a whole, not okay. I could go on and on about that. But the internet can be fun. So have fun with it. You can find so many different resources to do so many different things. YouTube alone is a wonderful resource. So yes, have fun, but be smart. Think before you post. And, of course, be nice. Don't be mean to people. I'm wearing YouTuber Joshua Evans' hat today appropriately. It says be nice to people. So yes, have fun, be smart, and be nice. That is it for this Advice Friday. Still can't believe that this was the 80th one. So of course, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. I am so excited about so many things coming to my channel. I know I keep telling you guys that, but seriously, it is taking a step for reality. Like I told you guys in Wednesday's video, I took a huge step to making something become reality. Yes, my new video series that I've been talking about forever. So I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Again, give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. But I will talk to you a little later. Until next time,